Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield video. Today we're going to be taking a look at another build from Mike. It's been a while since we've showcased his build. So Mike has brought us his ship called the Boomerang, which is a quite compact C-class vessel. Given that it's, just looking at its size, it's not much larger than like a lot of A-class vessels. It's quite a small vessel, but it packs a lot of punch. So Mike is quite famous for making use of various merge techniques to try and incorporate as much bang for your buck as possible. He tries and he gets more square footage out of his ships than I was going to make a joke about like apartments in most cities being small, but yeah, the joke just kind of I failed how to conceptualize. Anyway, moving on. So really cool ship. It reminds me quite heavily of the Bumblebee escape pod from Halo. For anyone who doesn't play Halo, the Bumblebee is a very common escape pod used by most of the UNSC's larger vessels. But it looks, I really like this. It kind of also gives me space shuttle-like vibes. Very nice. So yeah, so if we take a look at the stats, it's got a fuel of 280, which is very nice. It's got a hull of 1339. 2 less, Mike, and we would have had like elite, but you know, what are you gonna do? Cargo capacity of 260. Not a lot of cargo, but this is meant to be a combat vessel. It's got a C-class reactor, 37 power. Only got a crew of 2. There should be more than 2. I have a very funny feeling I may have accidentally changed the we'll see in the build, but Mike says that his version, he can get up to 10 crew, I believe, so that might have been a mistake on my part. It's got a jump range of 23 light years. It's got a shield of 1450. It's got 3 sets of weapons. It's got you can't see them because they're hidden under the engine, but it's got Obliterator auto projectors, a full swath of them. It's got some of the Vanguard ballistic cannons, and then it's got some turreted ballistic. So they're all quite hidden. So yeah, the price to make this is going to cost around probably 400k. But yeah, let's check it out, shall we? So as you can see, it's quite a small ship, but really nice all the same. Very aerodynamic, very sleek. He makes use of various merge techniques, which we'll go through in the build. I will say, forewarning, this build is kind of like a very advanced build. If you're not familiar with merging, this one definitely takes a bit of time. Even someone like me who's a bit merge savvy, I've been kind of merged out the last couple of reviews. People have kind of been showing me up, and I'm like, God damn, must be getting old. Anyway, so in we go. Also, I just want to point out, I really like when people use the Nova Galactic cargo bay with the Hope Tech cockpit. It just fits really well. Anyway, in we go. So like I was saying, this ship makes use of a habitat underneath, a 2x1 that is not accessible to my knowledge, but it acts as like extra crew slots. So if we come over here, we've got a little 1x1, and then we've got another 1x1. They're both companionways, and then we have the docking port underneath. And then, yeah, there's not a lot to this. We got our very fancy cockpit, very combat. So let's hop in it, take it to space. Up we go. Okay, as always, I have a perk that increases mass power by 5. I really like how like sleek it is. It also kind of gives me like vibes of the is it the Pavlo? I think the Pavlo helicopter with like the kind of the side skirts. Just gonna put some pips. So like I was saying, I've got pip. So weapon wise, we've got 3 sets of weapons. We've got those particles there, ballistic cannons, and the turrets can't be fired, which makes sense. So we've got a base speed, it's going to be 130 just because of rock and C-class engines. Makes sense. Boost speed is probably going to somewhere around 450. Yeah, 450 makes sense. And then quick little agility test, we pitch up. It's very agile for a C-class vessel. Very nice. Nicely, y'all. On the roll. I will say, Mike, I like your use of those back tile landing gears. It gives extra kind of boost thrust. Well, doesn't give extra boost thrust, but it makes it look like you got a afterwards. Anyway, we're going to head back down to the plant now, and I'll show you how you build it. Alright, so here we are. Here's the breakdown of everything. So I'm going to go over everything first, and then we're going to show you how to build it. So to start off, he's got the Armstrong 20R cockpit from HopeTech, 260 cargo, 2 crew. He's got a HopeTech companionway fuselage B, HopeTech companionway fuselage C. He's got a Nova Cowling 2 LTF. He's got 6 pinpoint 3G landing gear. That's a lie. He's got 12 pinpoint 3G landing gear. He's got 6 of these these kind of 4 pieces, 3 starboard, 3 port. And then he's got 6 of the aft, 3 aft port, 3 starboard aft. And then at the front here, we've got the NG6 landing bay. We've got this all-in-one berth was actually supposed to be a control station. That was my bad. So he's got the Deimos control station 2x1. He's got a 100 DP Docker bottom, 2 400G helium 3 tanks. He's got a porthole bottom, an R4000 Alpha grav drive from Relodyne A class, 9 power, 27 jump thrust, which gives 23. For the weapons, as you can see here, there's amalgamation. So we've got 6 Vanguard Hellfire autocannons B class, 1144 range, 7.5 fire rate, 18 hull damage, and 2 power. We also have, you can kind of see them there, we have, come on, let me see them. We've got 6 Vanguard Obliterator auto projectors, A class, 4290 range, 6.65 fire rate, 11 hull and shield damage, and 2 power. And then we've got 4 of these PBO 300 auto alpha turrets from Ballistic Solutions Incorporated, A class or C class, 4290 range, 4 fire rate, 22 hull and shield damage, and 3 power. And they're all mounted on equipment plates. I'll show you how to do all that in a second. We've got the Vanguard Bulwark shield generator from Vanguard B class, 12 power, 1450 shield. Then we have 2 Supernova 220 engines from Relodyne C class, 3 power, 25,770 engine thrust, 7650 maneuvering thrust. And then we have the Theta Pinch D9 reactor from Amazon C class, 37 power, 1215 hull. And then for the structural pieces, we've got 2 of these Horizon weapon mounts that are mounted there. And then one of the defining features is this porthole bottom, which I will showcase. So to start off with the build, we're going to start by clipping all these together. So these 3 pieces are going to sit like so, like that. And then at the bottom here, so we have this section here. So we're going to have to start working on the merge. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to merge this Docker up into this control station, and then we're going to merge these 2 tanks down. So I'm going to show you briefly how to do this. We're going to use the Deimos companionway. Now you can do this. You can do this with like a number of different ways. I'm just going. Well, sorry, that made no sense. There is a few ways to do it, but the main way I do it, I should say, is this way. I have a detailed video on how to do merges on my channel if you want to check it out. But basically, all we're doing is we're making a kind of a what you would call a kind of a scaffold to kind of force objects down a specific way. So what we're going to do is, so we have this piece snapped here like so, and what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the piece, and we're going to highlight the companionway. And when we duplicate, it'll either go down or up. If it goes up, that's fine, but we want it to go down, so we're going to highlight again and press duplicate. And now you'll notice it has sunk inside, so we're going to delete this piece, and we're going to do that one more time. Once again, so now we have 2. Let me just delete these real quick. So now if I move this, you'll see that we have 2 in there. Perfect. So next what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the Docker and the companionway, and we're going to go up. And like that, the Docker is now there. So now we're going to delete that. Next, we're going to merge this piece in here. So same plan again, we're just going to grab it and we're just going to drop it down like so. There we go. And this piece here, we're going to attach this to the bottom like so. Now for the weaponry, so you'll notice how, let me just move, we're going to grab these. I'm going to delete all of these really quickly. Delete. So, for the weapons, like I was saying, so we make use of these equipment plates here. So we're going to snap them there. Where are the equipment plates? Where are the rest of the equipment plates? Did it only say one? Okay, interesting. So we're going to have to quickly jump to another location. Because for some reason it only saved them as one. Alright, we'll be... Wait a minute. Let me bring this back a little bit. Okay, so... Is there only one there? Okay, there's only one. We'll be back in a second. We're just going to jump to a different place. Alright, so we had to quickly jump to one of my outposts just because we need to make a lot of use of these equipment plates. So basically, we've got this set up here. I'm just going to really quickly merge this this workshop. That's this workshop. This needs to be a control station. And we're just basically dropping it down like so. Perfect. Now, basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be... Let me duplicate that. Oh, no, not do that. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be merging all these. So we're going to be merging all of these weapons on top of one another. So we're going to start with this one here, like so. So all we're going to do is we're going to highlight the equipment plate and then highlight the scaffold, and it'll drop down. That's one. And then we're just going to keep doing that over and over until we get exactly 6. So you can see there the red bar. We need to do 2 more. And then 1 more. Now that's... Oh no, we need to do 1 more as well. My bad. Do we have 6, or have I done too much? No, we're good. Okay, perfect. So now we're gonna do this one next, and it's a simple process once you kind of get into it. Just highlight it and drop it down. Highlight it, drop it down. Keep making these go too big. Highlight it, drop it down. Highlight it, drop it down. And then we do 1 more. Like so, perfect. And then finally, we're going to get the turrets. We do 4 of these. So we just highlight them. Okay. 2, 3. Ooh. Be careful when you do it. Sometimes that stuff happens and make mistakes. Oh, and I just made a mistake again. Apologies. So I'm just gonna grab this. And then 1 more. Now, perfect. So now there are your weapons all there. Now the thing to remember with these is you need to make sure you have this piece mounted on the bottom, this porthole. The reason that is because all of those weapon plates, so for instance, let me just show you. If you were to place them normally, this equipment, all the equipment plates wouldn't be like mounted to anything, so it would say that there's something missing. But if you use these weapon plates, you'll notice how this snaps to the bottom, so technically there's something holding it on, you see there, like that. So once that is done, now we're going to work on the landing gear. So the landing gear, we can put the first pair on, just nice and easy. And then for the second pair, we're just going to kind of do the same thing. We're just going to basically build a little scaffold. And then all we're going to do, whoops, we're going to extend this back a little bit. All we're going to do is lower it. Sometimes it'll go up. Oh, whoops. Sometimes it will go higher. perfectly fine. Goes down once. There you go, and then we're going to do it one more time. Like so. So now we can delete these. And there is 3 landing gear on that side. So we can delete these landing gear now. And then we're going to do the exact same thing the other side. So we're just going to duplicate one up here and one up here. And then same line as before. I quite like the use, Mike, what you did with the merging multiple landing gear together. Considering like a lot of these landing gear, they look quite cool, but they're limited on the thrust. Like these only give 1 landing thrust, which is kind of a bit weak. So now the landing gear is all done, we can get rid of this. And what we need to do now is we need to attach our... So this sits here like so. And then we have our shield that will go there. And then this bad boy here. And then finally, we're going to be connecting these. So we're going to need another hab. For the sake of this, we're actually going to remove this. Whoops. We're going to remove this just so we can build upon it. And then we're going to attach this here. And all we're going to do is, like before, we're just going to highlight it until it drops down. And I can't remember, it's supposed to go down one more. Let me see. Yeah, okay, it's supposed to go down one more, I believe. And now we're going to our thrusters. Now for the thrusters, actually I want to put that piece back there. We want to highlight it, and then we're going to drop it. Oops. Drop it down. And drop it down. Let's use that. Where are those pieces? Are they supposed to... Yeah, okay, they sit there. Perfect. So it's supposed to sit that low. And then we're just going to basically drop this one. This one here needs to drop down as well. Perfect. So now we're going to get rid of the rest of them. So you should be left with these 2 pieces. These 2, no, these... No, yeah, okay, they're good. So they sit like that. And then we're going to get this piece, and it'll snap there. We're just going to flip it back like so. And then put that like that. And then finally, we have 2 of these Horizon weapon mounts that just sit there. So that is the Boomerang. Really well done, Mike. Really cool once again. You're kind of like the merge connoisseur at this point with your ships. But I really, really like this. And I just like overall the design, like it is very merge heavy. But like it's not too bad, like because you're using the same pieces. You notice how, like, say for instance, when you merge pieces that aren't supposed to be merged together, sometimes you can get clipping issues or like where textures kind of spaz out a little bit. But because for the most part, like with these landing gear, you're basically merging landing gear on top of them, they don't actually worry too much. And then obviously this area down here, it adds extra crew station, but it doesn't actually, like, you can't get to it, so it's kind of hidden, which is quite nice. But yeah, so thank you very much, Mike, for putting that through. I will pin your comment and let me know if I made any mistakes. I don't think I did, but then I might have, because I'm a bit of an idiot. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you would like to submit a ship, or if you just want to chat, we have a Discord. There's going to be a link in my bio where you can join. If you're joining and you want to do submit a ship, though, there is a ship submission thread. You just post a single picture of your ship, and it gets sent to a different area that I can check, and then I will get back to you. But yeah, if you don't want to submit a ship, you just want to chat with some people, we have that too on the Discord. But yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like sort of content, and check out some of my videos. Bye-bye.